Hey, how's it going there, guys? Elton McFall here in Montreal, Quebec, where it was a beautiful day today, Sunday, the 11th of June, 2023. And I was just putting some finishing touch ups on this car. I worked on it this morning there, and this is, yeah, I'm happy to say it's done. It's not a perfect build, it's not a perfect paint job, but it's pretty much what I wanted to do. And as you can see with the box behind it, this is exactly the box. This is a vintage model that I got from Ed. And as you can see here, this is actually a kit from 1985. I didn't realize it was that old actually until I found the manufacturer date on it. Ed was like that. A lot of his models, he kept the boxes. They were folded. Even has the instructions. And the funny thing is I remember in the late 80s, that was one of the first models I made. And like my other ones, I don't remember it, turning out too well and having too many glue marks all over the body. And being that it was an old Revell kit, the quality was not amazing either. And the funny thing is, too, is that this thing fought me right from the beginning, actually. I mean, as cool as it looks, it was built up. And I'm pretty sure I had most of the pieces. And when I went to take it apart, what I did is I cut the bottom of the body on both sides from where the floor is in the frame. And it just popped apart. And unfortunately, what happened is that I don't know if you can see, but right there, the rocker panel, right on the left of the door, it broke right in half. And then it broke right here on the A-pillar. So that piece disappeared. So I had to, basically whip something up, which doesn't look great, but does the job. And yeah, anyway, and then later on, I made the mistake of when I did another coat of paint on the yellow, because the first time I painted it looked well, it looked good, and it wasn't good to my liking. And then I painted it again, and I guess I didn't dust things off around too much because all the dust got into it, and I had to sand the hell of it. Then when I painted it, I forgot to actually mask those side windows because the windshield wasn't into it, and so the yellow got on that. So then I figured, oh well, I'll just take some paint thinner, and clean off all the yellow from the windows. And what happened is that the plastic is so old, it cracked here on this one pillar, it cracked there, and it cracked here. So all the body off here was hanging. And yeah, so I wasn't too cool, but I pressed ahead, being an experienced modeler, and I painted up part of the inside. You can sort of see there where it was yellow, like the whole thing was yellow, and even I wanted to leave what Ed did yellow basically, and you can see that there. And the wheels, they come from actually this kit here that I bought a few years ago for $10. But the funny thing is about this one, see, this is not even this is a Revell also, but it's a completely different model. And actually, when I got Ed's Nomad here, I got this for $10 only because the bumper was missing, the rear bumper. And by the way, the front bumper, I have it. It's mint. It's fantastic. I got the body, the engine, transmission. So see, this one is a 120. This one is a 124. Is it written there? Where's it written there? 125 scale, right? And this one is a 124 scale. No, sorry, they're both 125 scale, but the parts don't even fit exactly the same. They're totally different models because this one was made like, I don't know, whatever, 2007 or something. So anyway, I got these wheels from this one. I thought they looked so cool. I was going to put them for a 39 Chevy as, and I said, you know what, they look so cool. I want to do something different. And by the way, the one that I first built, I made a junker out of it years later in the 90s when I made a few models out of junker. Then I bought another one, the same kit again. I made it light metallic blue. I made it totally stock white walls with the hubcaps. And yeah, and that one I sold on eBay along with a whole bunch of other models. There we go. There's the underneath stock. But the thing what I forgot to mention, what I want to say, is not only are the wheels from this model here, but also the thing is I didn't have the hood lip for the front of this thing. So, which I don't see any other pictures, but anyway, so I took the hood basically from this guy with those ornaments, with the V, with the hood lip. So that's why it doesn't sit evenly, but I don't care. It looks cool anyway. And the bumper on this and all this is just totally not the same as on this one. This grill came with this kit. I thought it looked cool. I said let's put that. This decal, Chevy decal, I think is from a 58 Impala, or it's from this, and I don't know. And then, not only that, when I popped the whole body off the frame, I lost one of the taillight housings. I looked all over here in my office, but I mean, there's so much stuff everywhere, you know. I got ads. Look at this vintage paper all over the place. That thing could have gone anywhere. And these units with all this stuff weighs a ton. I'm not moving any of this stuff. So I said, whatever. I paid $10 for this kit here. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Maybe down the line I'll make a junker out of it, or I'll just sell the whole thing for parts. And you know, so basically, yeah, I took those spears from this guy, and I took the taillight housings from this guy as well. See? So that's why they look a little bit funny, but it all fits well together. But again, like I was trying to say before, because I get lost in my own words a lot of times, that bumper, I was actually I wanted to use it for this guy when I got this guy, because I had no rear bumper. Mind you, the station wagons were the only ones that had actually the bumper guards and where the license plate was on this bumper only. So the normal sedan, convertible, whatever, didn't have any of that. The license plate would have been on the trunk. Another thing I want to mention too before I wrap this up, what's also really cool about this model is that half of this is chrome foil, right, which I'm almost out of. And even though like I'm like in the negatives in my bank account on the overdrive, I'm sorry to say, because sales have been so terrible and inflation, it's just such a great time to be alive. Despite all that, you can see here's my sheet of foil. There was like pretty much scraps left. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the Omer de Serre art supply store, and I bought this. They wanted to buy one of these for a long time. And on a model car group on Facebook, they highly recommend these. It's amazing. You can't even tell the difference from what is the chrome foil and what is this chrome from this marker, which is like comes out like paint. It's amazing. Even if you have to make a few touch-ups, it's amazing. Because the problem with chrome foil, it's just like you put it on and a lot of times it comes off. I just had a piece come off on like right there, but on the other side, and you know, like it's just a lot of it's too time consuming. It takes hours just to do all the chrome like that. And look how cool this thing is. I mean, even without the perfect paint job and all that, it looks way better than before. I sent a picture of Ed this morning. He was happy. Show you the motor real quick. Actually, this is a tribute to Ed building this when he was a teenager. Yeah, it's a Fuelie 283. I didn't do anything to it. A couple of touch-ups on a few parts. That's it. Didn't do anything else. That's it. That's all. So yeah, very happy with it. Another one for the collection. And by the way, since I make it a habit to ask for more than ever, I don't mind that. Unlike one of my fans who said I shouldn't do it, and well, whatever. Listen, life is so expensive today. You know, when you get paid $261 for all your efforts you put into your videos, and you have over 13,000 videos, and you have almost 40,000 subscribers, you get paid $261 from last month's revenue. I'll take whatever kind of support, gifts, donations, whatever you want to call it, from any of you guys. Be much appreciated. And of course, you can do that through PayPal. You can do that in Canada through internet e-transfer with my email, eltonmcfall, Elton, like Elton John McFall, MCFALL @hotmail.com. I've had Hotmail, I think, for like 20 years. I don't know. Anyway, it'd be really appreciated. And what else I wanted to say? Something else I wanted to say. You could send whatever, $5, $10, $2,000, whatever you want to do. And it goes a long way, because if you don't know, I mean, I live in Quebec, in Montreal. It's a beautiful place, but God almighty, you're talking about the most taxed place in the world. I don't know, more than ever, I dream of living out west, or even 2 hours away in Ottawa. You know, even if it costs more over there anyway. So, and that's about it. Oh, I'll give you a little quick. I didn't show you guys this. This is a '59 Impala that I made back in the '90s. I made two of these, and this one I made a junker out of it. The other one I sold it on eBay. And look at the beautiful work I did in making this detailed and everything. Just a quick look. So I had it sort of like on a big piece of wood, about the size of this radio here, this surface here. And I had with a bunch of, you know, model railroad shrubs and shit like that. But the thing is that I accumulated 30 years worth of dust almost. I'm like, man, that's it. So I threw all that in the garbage. I said, that can't be healthy to breathe that in. I said, I'll just leave this along and clean it up, fix all the pieces that I can fix, like the windshield, for example, and do what I can. And it looks awesome. And I even thought of selling it. And I'm like, well, if I sold it, it'd have to be for an offer I can't refuse. You know what I mean? Like something like $200, for example. Look, I even put some heads in there, and valve covers, and bell housing, and hubcap. Yeah, this one I really went to town with. There was never any other junker I made I went that crazy with. And just to finish, you remember my 58 Impala there from, I think it was last week I filmed it, a week before, with the other ones. There they are, up on the shelf here. And I think the wildfire smoke is coming back as I smelled the burnt. There's the 60 Furies, the other ones I did videos of. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So again, thanks again for watching. I don't know what I'm going to do the next kit. I think I'm going to finish my 59 Meteor painting before I do another kit. And again, if you're interested in especially any of these beautiful things that I frame here, all these pictures here, these two here, there's another one there. This stuff is all from a 1994 calendar. This one too, this 50 Chrysler. If you're seriously interested, a serious collector, buyer, old car fanatic, old vehicle fanatic, well, let me know and make an appointment to come on by to pick something up for yourself there. One of these pictures or one of my original drawings, like here, Mr. Jean Béliveau, or one of my many original vintage advertisements, as you can see. So that's it, guys. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and again, thanks again for your support. Really appreciate it. And thanks again for subscribing, by the way, because the numbers are going way up because I'm using better cameras, like the phone I'm using here and the Nikon, and also because I refrain more than ever from swearing. So yeah, thanks again, guys. Take care, hang tight, and more great stuff always coming. Bye-bye.